When your child is sent to school, the institution, that school, has a responsibility to protect the child. And as a result, the environment which the child ought to be placed in must be one of safety to ensure that learning happens. I want to speak to you about the incident that occurred some time ago where we saw two males physically assaulting another student. Now, many persons will have taken from the perspective of the student to say that they are aggressive and social deviant beings, and that's rightfully so. But I want to look at it from the perspective of the responsibility of the institution or the school. Now, how it is that a school within a volatile area, a violent prone area, crime riddled area, such as Denham Town, not have security features, security measures to protect the children that are in their care. Now, that is where I am at. And I'm looking at it and I see the young man and he spoke at length as about what it is that have them physically harm him. And the matter comes back down simple to me, the responsibility of the institution, the school. Now, the school, a school is not simply where learning takes place, because learning cannot take place if the environment is not conducive to learning. And therefore, when this young man goes to school, or any other person for that matter that is actually brought to a school, one of the primary responsibilities that they have is the protection of the person. Denham Town has failed this young man. And by extension, what else happens at Denham Town that we aren't cognizant of or aware of? I'm looking at this as a travesty of justice on the part of all students. Now, is this matter occurring at other institutions, other schools? Because if that's the case, then we are in a sad state. It means that the schools are unsafe places. If that is the situation occurring in many of our schools across the island of Jamaica. And I'm saying the principal and the administrators should be brought to books on this matter. They ought to be held accountable and responsible for what has happened to this young man. How can a school in such a area, such an environment, not have measures, policies, and programs to ensure that the climate, the school environment, is a safe one for children? Irrespective of this young man's age, whether he's 21, and the fact that he's much older than the person that he was speaking with, that's totally irrelevant. He is a student in the care of the principal and administrators of Denham Town High School, and therefore he must be protected. He was not protected. As a matter of fact, he was harmed. And the fact that he was armed and the way it was done, I am saying something must happen. The school board and by extension the Ministry of Education in Jamaica must ensure that the principal and administrators are accountable for what happens to that young man. I'm just lost for words as to how a safe environment in which learning should be occurring and in which learning is fostered could have fallen to the level that we saw on video. For the other two young men that have been actually captured or arrested by the police, I'm not going to be even deal with that matter because the matter for me, substantially and fundamentally, is one in which the school ought to have protected the young man. The environment in which education and learning takes place must be a safe and conducive one. And clearly, from what we are seeing, Denham Town High School is not a safe environment for children and learning to take place. Those are my views. What are yours? It's a sad day in Jamaica that we witness something like this, as gruesome as this, occurring. Those are my views. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's have a dialogue on this matter. because this matter goes to the heart of the degradation that is occurring in our society. Am I correct? Am I incorrect? Am I making sense? Is it nonsense I'm speaking of? Let's have a discussion on the matter. See you as quickly as you would have written to me or would have called out to me. Let me hear what your views are. We need to discuss this matter. Remember, children are in the care of institutions, and if this is what is happening to them, next discussion that I'm going to be having is how do we protect our children?